she can come anyway. Wow. Mark, how are you?
How are you, sir?
Great.
Doc, we know about the enthusiasm and excitement about your club, but what about you as the leader who's supposed to keep everybody kind of calm in this situation? What's the excitement level like for you now?
It's great. I'm really excited. I am though. I mean, I just don't show it, I guess. But no, I'm more excited to get the season started, get out on the floor, and then really see, what we have, what we need to do, what we need to work on. I look at the season for us and probably for everybody as growth through the years. So that's the only way you can get started to watch that is by playing the first game. You'll find that out. We have to tell you 30 minutes before now, right? I could.
That's more for
We're
the
going with a small lineup.
That's for the gamblers, I think, the 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You had a
Thank you. Don't get me started on that. We don't have enough time there. So, same thing with the injured list. Okay, I'm sorry.
Things are back one.
Yeah.
I was reading a quote, I think it was in Andrew's story, where you talked about Kawhi and how serious he is in practice.
Yeah.
How does that compare to other players that you've had over the years, guys like Kevin Garnett?
It's funny. I think it's a lot of them, not just Kevin, like Blake, Chris. It's amazing. I use it all the time, how a lot of the great ones, how they are so serious about their craft. Even guys who are good at one thing or at something, like, watching Ray and watching JJ Redick and Ray in particular, just work on shooting and, it's just amazing. I won't ever tell the pro golfer's name, but years ago when Tiger was in his heyday, I remember another pro golfer complaining about Tiger and how hard he worked and that he worked more than everybody else. And I was thinking, well, okay, he's number one in the world and he works more than you. Odds are you're not going to beat him, and that's what I think the LeBrons, the Kawhis, they all do it. It's just what they have in them.
Does that change just the culture? Does that change the culture, the way you guys play or practice?
I do think in Kawhi's case, he definitely carries this on the practice floor. And there's very few guys that can affect the practice with their temperament. Surprisingly, JJ was one of them. When JJ didn't practice, our practice was bad. The pace was different. Obviously KG was one. You can name them. There's a group of guys that it's business time, and that's the way he looks at it.
Hey, Coach, if I can ask you to think back to that Celtic squad from 2008, I believe it was. What was the feeling there? And then is that do you have a similar feeling with this squad?
No,
here?
I mean, it's different. Like, first of all, it's so long ago. But secondly, it's just a different team, different squad. They're all different. I don't think anybody has the same team. Steve Kerr would probably say even the team that he had that was the same was different the following year. So this is a different journey. We got to find our own journey, and we will.
Thanks.
Hey, Doc, beyond results, what are the things that you're going to be gauging to open the season knowing that you're going to be without Paul for this first few games?
Don't know. Just watch. I think lineups are going to be something, for me, just, the different lineups we can throw, because not having Paul takes a lot of, going small, big, with Kawhi at the 4 or Paul at the 4 away from us, so I'll be looking more at that.
Doc, so you think the Lakers ought to take down those banners from Minneapolis?
No, I don't. What I was saying, and then obviously not understood again, when people say we've won that many here, I was like, no, you haven't. You won this many here. It's still the same organization. They deserve all their banners. But that's the point I was trying to make, which was taken and ran away with. But I'm fine with that, too. I would like them to take the 210 banner down. That would be nice. I don't like looking at that, I can tell you that. Nor do we.
coached against Frank a lot when he was in Indiana. What are some of the hallmarks of his teams, and do you expect to see those hallmarks?
Yeah, I do.
This
You
group?
know, I think you're always different with the group that you have, but that team played extremely hard, his team, and I thought they had great ball movement. I thought his teams all had pretty good ball movement, so I expect to see that. You know, it's funny, he comes from a defensive mindset, you know, but I've always thought his offense had great movement as well. He had some pretty good teams, you know, in Indiana for a stretch, and did pretty well. You know, you think about Paul George, really, if my memory serves me correct. I don't think he was playing a lot, and then Frank takes over, and he starts playing him, and the world realizes how good he is.
Yeah, you were talking a little bit ago about Kawhi and how his work ethic and his seriousness. How receptive an audience are the guys that you have, the carryover guys, for somebody like that to come in and display that sort of seriousness to his craft? Is it something where he just fits right into the ethic? Or?
Yeah, he does. I mean, you know, listen, it's if you could have targeted the way we played last year, and then you went out and targeted 2 free agents to kind of be the poster child of how we play, I don't think we could have picked 2 better people than the 2 guys we ended up getting. You know, they're both two-way players, and you know, so that was easy in that way. You know, it's not like he doesn't have fun and we don't laugh and enjoy ourselves either, but you know, there's a time and a place, and I think we've already kind of had that in place, adding really 2 guys, even though Paul's really not been in a lot of our stuff yet. You know, it's been nice. It's been good. You know, it's probably been great for the young guys more. I mean, our rookies are, they get called upon a lot when they don't do right. And from a coach's standpoint, I love it. I don't have to do it. You know, it's nice.
Doc, how would you say big games, big moments impact the competitiveness of these elite players?
It always does. You know, how many times have you guys heard 1 of 82 over the last 3 days? I'm just curious, you know. But it is and it isn't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care who you are. When you're competitive, you're competitive. And so, you know, it is 1 of 82. And the winner of the game, it really means nothing. The loser, it really means nothing. Having said that, you want to be the winner, you know, in everything. At least I do, in everything. So, you know, we'll see when it starts. But it definitely, absolutely, that's what you'll see with our guys. For me, is, you know, guys tend to want to do more or do different stuff in bigger games, you know, and that'll teach me something about our guys who try to do too much. You know, because it's usually not the guys who don't do enough. It's usually the guys who try to do too much that mess things up for you, you know. So we'll see.
Doc, you've worked with Edward Bradley on 2 different teams.
Yeah.
You know him very well.
Yeah.
He knows you very well.
Yeah.
Now he's on the Lakers.
Yeah, you're
What-
kidding me. You know, Rondo's on the Lakers as well. So we have a couple of guys who clearly know our, you know, some of our stuff. But you know, it's not about the stuff; it's about the players. You know that. You know, so that's what I would say.
Doc, the other day Lou said he has, 3 or 4 good years left, and then he feels like this is the first chance he has to win a title.
Yeah.
When you coach guys like that, and having played yourself, do you sense a difference in the way they approach things when it's later in their career like that?
Yeah, definitely. I think for a lot of guys, you know, it's just time for them to win. You know, I really believe that. You know, that some guys have to go on a journey first, you know, and then all of a sudden it becomes time. It's just time for them. That doesn't mean they will, but it's time. And I think just watching Lou's seriousness and how he's approached this year, you feel that. Like, okay, I've done all this other stuff. It's time. And it's been great to see. I witnessed that years ago with a group. It was their time. It was just, they had done everything else, but they hadn't won. and you feel like that's Lou's mindset.
Did you give him advice? Did you give him advice?
No. I mean, he's a grown man. You know, he didn't need to hear from me.
Doc, in the last couple of days, all the polls and experts are all coming out and picking you guys to win it all.
Yeah.
Do you like that? Do you not like that? How do you feel about
Yeah,
it?
Bill, I'd rather have it, I guess. I mean, it's a privilege, you know, like you're in this long enough, and I would say this: the years that you're picked as one of the teams, you sure like that more than the years where you're not mentioned. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we talk about pressure being a privilege. It really is. You know, you don't get opportunities. You know, you use Lou. You know, this is really his first crack at it in his entire life as an NBA player. So, yeah, you know that. You know, it's great to be a part of it.